A solid white line of triangles across a roadway indicates that approaching vehicles must A. Signal for a left turn to proceed. B. Merge immediately into the adjacent lane. C. Maintain speed to clear the intersection. D. Yield or stop for other traffic or pedestrians. Answer, D. A diamond symbol painted on the road with the words carpool lane means that the lane is reserved for A. Passing slower traffic on narrow roads. B. Emergency vehicles during peak traffic hours. C. Commercial trucks with special permits. D. Vehicles with multiple occupants, buses, or low-emission vehicles. Answer, D. Two sets of solid double yellow lines spaced 2 or more feet apart indicate that drivers must A. Stop completely if oncoming traffic is approaching. B. Pass slower vehicles if the road is clear for 200 feet. C. Avoid crossing for left turns or U-turns except at designated openings. D. Merge into the lane for emergency maneuvers. Answer, C. A no turn on red sign at an intersection with a red arrow light means that drivers must A. Stop completely and then turn right if safe. B. Wait until the light turns green before turning right. C. Turn left from a one-way street if clear. D. Yield to pedestrians before turning right. Answer, B. A flashing yellow arrow at an intersection indicates that drivers turning left must A. Merge into the right lane to avoid conflict. B. Stop completely until the arrow turns green. C. Proceed without yielding if no traffic is present. D. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians before turning. Answer, D. A driver can be ticketed if a passenger under 16 years old A. Uses only a lap belt in the rear seat. B. Sits in the front seat without a booster. C. Is not wearing a seat belt properly. D. Adjusts the shoulder belt for comfort. Answer, C. A pregnant driver must position the lap belt A. Snug across the upper abdomen. B. Low across the hips, under the abdomen. C. Loosely over the abdomen for comfort. D. Behind the back to avoid pressure. Answer, B. In a minor collision with no injuries, all vehicle occupants must A. Remove belts if the airbags deploy. B. Unbuckle to exit the vehicle after stopping. C. Keep belts on only if the vehicle is in traffic. D. Remain belted until law enforcement instructs otherwise. Answer, D. A child aged 8 and 4 feet 8 inches tall violates seatbelt laws if they A. Ride in the front seat with a safety belt. B. Sit in a federally approved booster seat. C. Use a lap belt without a shoulder harness. D. Adjust the shoulder belt under the arm. Answer, C. The shoulder harness of a seat belt must be positioned A. Behind the back for long-distance comfort. B. Under the arm to reduce chest pressure. C. Across the shoulder and chest with minimal slack. D. Over the collarbone with a 1-inch gap. Answer, C. During a skid recovery using hand-over-hand steering, a driver's initial hand position must be A. At 12 and 6 o'clock on the steering wheel. B. At 9 and 3 o'clock on the steering wheel. C. At 10 and 2 o'clock on the steering wheel. D. At 8 and 4 o'clock on the steering wheel. Answer, D. If a vehicle's brakes get wet, a driver must A. Lightly press the accelerator and brake pedals together until dry. B. Pump the brakes rapidly to restore traction. C. Apply the emergency brake to dry the system. D. Increase speed to air dry the brakes. Answer A. In a tire blowout, a driver must first A. Hold the steering wheel firmly with both hands. B. Gradually brake to reduce speed. C. Release the accelerator completely. D. Steer toward the shoulder immediately. Answer A. A driver may use one-hand steering only when A. Operating vehicle controls requiring a hand off the wheel. B. Making sharp turns at low speeds. C. Driving on freeways for relaxed posture. D. Signaling a lane change for 100 feet. Answer A. If a vehicle begins to hydroplane, a driver must A. Steer sharply right to exit the water. B. Apply firm brake pressure to regain traction. C. Slow down gradually without braking. D. Accelerate slightly to maintain tire contact. Answer C. A driver preparing for a right turn may drive in a bicycle lane. A. Only when directed by a traffic signal. B. Within 100 feet of the intersection if no traffic is present. C. At any distance if the lane is marked with a broken line. D. Within 200 feet of the intersection after checking for bicyclists. Answer D. Double solid white lines near a freeway on-ramp mean that drivers must A. Exit the freeway if traffic is clear. B. Merge into traffic after checking blind spots. C. Never change lanes across them. D. Cross only when the lines become broken. Answer C. A broken yellow line next to a driver's lane means that passing is A. Allowed if safe and the broken line is on the driver's side. B. Prohibited unless a traffic sign permits it. C. Allowed only for vehicles below the speed limit. D. Permitted only during daylight hours. Answer A. In a center-left turn lane, a driver must A. Merge completely into the lane to avoid blocking traffic. B. Straddle the lane markings for visibility. C. Stop partially in the lane until clear. D. Signal for 100 feet before entering. Answer A. On a two-lane road with 5 or more following vehicles and unsafe passing, a slow driver must A. Increase speed to clear the vehicles. B. Use a turnout area to let others pass. C. Stop completely until traffic clears. D. Signal for others to pass immediately. Answer B. The ideal maximum speed limit on a two-lane undivided highway, unless posted, is A. 55 miles per hour. B. 65 miles per hour. C. 45 miles per hour. D. 70 miles per hour. Answer A. On a wet road, a driver must reduce speed by A. 5 to 10 miles per hour. B. 10 to 15 miles per hour. C. 15 to 20 miles per hour. D. Half the posted limit. Answer A. In a heavy rainstorm with visibility limited to 100 feet, a driver must not exceed A. 20 miles per hour. B. 40 miles per hour. C. 30 miles per hour. D. 50 miles per hour. Answer C. On packed snow, a driver must reduce speed by A. Half compared to dry conditions. B. 1/3 compared to dry conditions. C. 10 miles per hour regardless of conditions. D. To 25 miles per hour at all times. Answer A. Under the basic speed law, a driver's speed must always account for A. The time of day. B. The type of vehicle being driven. C. The vehicle's tire tread depth. D. The presence of bicyclists or pedestrians. Answer, D. A left turn from a one-way street onto a two-way street must end A. In any open lane with 3 or more lanes. B. In the right lane closest to the curb. C. In the left lane closest to the middle of the street. D. In the center lane if marked for turns. Answer, C. Before making a right turn at an intersection, a driver must signal for at least A. 100 feet. B. 50 feet. C. 200 feet. D. 150 feet. Answer, A. A left turn against a red light is permitted A. From a one-way street onto another one-way street with no prohibiting sign. B. From a two-way street onto a one-way street if clear. C. At any intersection with 200 feet of visibility. D. Only with law enforcement direction. Answer, A. Before starting a left turn, a driver's wheels must be A. Turned fully right to align with traffic. B. Turned slightly left to prepare for the turn. C. Pointed straight ahead to avoid being pushed into traffic. D. Aligned with the center divider. Answer, C. A right turn onto a road with a dedicated turn lane requires drivers to obey A. A pedestrian signal if crosswalks are present. B. The main intersection signal only. C. A yield sign for oncoming traffic only. D. A traffic light or sign on the right curb of the lane. Answer, D. At a T intersection from a one-way street onto a two-way street, traffic going straight A. Has the right-of-way over turning vehicles. B. Must yield to left-turning vehicles. C. Must stop for pedestrians on the one-way street. D. Yields to bicyclists in a bike lane. Answer, A. When making a right turn across a public transit bus lane, a driver must A. Yield to any bus in the lane. B. Proceed without yielding if the bus is stopped. C. Stop until the bus lane is clear. D. Merge into the bus lane to turn. Answer, A. At a yield line, a driver must A. Maintain speed but signal to proceed. B. Slow down and be ready to stop if necessary. C. Stop completely until the intersection clears. D. Accelerate to merge ahead of traffic. Answer, B. When turning left, a driver must not assume an oncoming vehicle with its right turn signal on. A. Is traveling below the speed limit. B. Will stop at the intersection. C. Is yielding to the left-turning driver. D. Will turn before reaching the driver's position. Answer, D. On a two-lane road passing a bicyclist with an oncoming vehicle, a driver must A. Yield to the bicyclist over all traffic. B. Yield to the oncoming vehicle first. C. Expect the oncoming vehicle to yield. D. Stop until the bicyclist clears. Answer, B. A provisional driver under 18 must not A. Drive for pay under any circumstances. B. Drive for pay without an employer's note. C. Drive for pay unless with a licensed adult. D. Drive for pay outside daylight hours. Answer, A.